Tutorial for your TLC budget request sheet. I am Sable Kerwin, Senior Specialist of Distributed Leadership Design. The purpose of this sheet and change is to simplify the process of creating TLC teams and submitting TLC budget requests while maintaining the integrity and effectiveness of teacher leader positions. Your sheet is divided into two tabs. Tab 1 is your ILT and TLC creation worksheet, and Tab 2 is your ILT and TLC budget request. Let's navigate Tab 1. At the top, you will find your ILT and TLC role information. This will include resources and timelines linked in yellow and job descriptions with links to each job description in blue. You will find the max number of teacher leader positions your school can be co-funded for in 24-25 school year. You and your school may find that you need all co-funded positions or that you might need more or less. It's important to note that if you choose to request less, you may not request more later this year. And if you need to request more, your school will completely fund positions exceeding the max number found in column C. Your choice for this year, however, does not impact your max funding for next year. If you're interested in how we develop numbers or determine numbers for teacher leader positions, you can find that in the resources and timeline link in yellow. To the right, you will find where your collaborative director will confirm that your TLC model aligns with your school's strategic plan. Once you've completed this worksheet, you will need to schedule time to discuss and confirm your TLC model with your collaborative director before January 12th. Scrolling down, you will see where you will build out your ILT for the 24-25 school year. Similar to last year, this sheet is to guide you to consider all ILT members and the multiple hats they will wear in your school. Columns in white will focus on the role in which will be agnostic to the person, and columns in blue will focus on the person fulfilling that role. For now, you may not know some or even all of the members, but that's okay. Please feel free to come back to this worksheet later and edit and revise as needed. Scrolling down, you will find where you fill out for team specialists and new teacher ambassadors. Two quick reminders of these positions. In honor of distributive leadership and maintaining the effectiveness of each role, we ask that senior team leads and team leads do not occupy the role of a team specialist. Another important reminder is that we do not provide a max number of new teacher ambassadors, so that you will need to anticipate how many NTAs you will need. But please do not panic about this role specifically. If your school requires more new teacher ambassadors due to having more new teachers than anticipated, you can contact me before fall adjustment to adjust the number of new teacher ambassadors only. Our hope is that you continue to use this worksheet to document, communicate, and adjust your ILT and TLC throughout the year, so that this worksheet is in service of you and not a worksheet that you've done for others. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, let's move to Tab 2. Tab 2 is your TLC and ILT budget request. This tab, unlike Tab 1, cannot be adjusted after January 12th because I will use this tab to request co-funding for each school's TLC from our district. My submission to the district's Teacher Leader Fund is due to our financial team on January 12th, so we cannot make any changes to the sheet after that date. This sheet is important to discuss with your HR partner. All right. So in column A, you will find the TLC role. In column B, you will find the max number of roles co-funded by our district, which should be the exact same as you found at the top of Tab 1. Column C and D is for you to fill out the number of roles you will need for the 24-25 school year. You will notice that senior team leads and team leads are requested from the same budget bucket. But it's important to know that they do receive different stipends and have slightly different roles. Team leads observe using LEAP, but do not conduct overall evaluations of teachers through mid and end of year conversations. They receive a $3,300 yearly stipend. And a senior team lead conducts observations and mid and end of year conversations and receives a $5,500 yearly stipend. Column E is there for your support. If you see a negative number in green, this means that you did not request the max number of positions for that role, which is completely okay. But I know that some schools last year did not feel like this was obvious and could have utilized the role if known. For example, the team specialist here has 4 maxed roles, 4 positions that are co-funded by the district, but did not request any. So you see a negative number 4 in column E. If you see a number in yellow, then the number you are requesting is above the max number that will be co-funded, which is also okay, but you and your budget partner will need to be aware that your school will fund the number of roles highlighted in yellow. For example, for senior team leads and team leads, the max number co-funded is 5, but this school has requested 3 senior team leads and 3 team leads equaling 6. So they will completely fund 1 role from their school's budget. And lastly, if the number is white and in yellow, then max number of roles is equal to the number of roles requested. For example, for this school, they did not receive co-funding for a biliteracy content lead. So they requested 0, and that number is equal to the max number requested. Finally, the last part of this budget request is that we need to know the release time of your senior team leads and team leads. Simply, you will select either a senior team lead or team lead in column A and the release time in column B and C. Then column D and E will be filled out for you. Good example, if I had a senior team lead that I'm requesting and they have 0.5 non-teaching time, then they will have 0.5 teaching time. It is important to note that your budget requests are used to anticipate co-funding teacher leaders for our district budget, and they do not interact with Info HR. Once your school receives funding, you and your HR partner will utilize those funds to hire for specific roles requested. Thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.